Alright guys, what's up? We have an update on the TAPP drum. So this is going to be part 3 of the series, but I think there might be a part 4 because I have to make the decision myself if I want to modify the setup. Now, my ultimate goal with the TAPP drum is to make it light as possible. And I've already done that with using the 9-ball aluminum mag, but in the second video I told you guys had to modify the channel so that it's basically, you know, it's even on both sides, and that part wasn't blocking it because of, you know, the pen. The pen just doesn't want to go here because it hits past here. Well, what he's done is he's made these 3D printed parts. Now I don't know the information about like how much they cost or if they're on his website now, but he just, you know, he messaged me and sent them over because he saw that I wanted to use a black town, and I've already gotten here. It's a drop-in, all right, but I have to do some work on here because once again, you have to the black town isn't 1-to-1 of the TM. That's my dilemma that I'm stuck at. But you guys can see, it's just a little tight. I don't know if you guys can see the streaks, and you'll see. But I'm going to put some BBs in here for you later to show you what's going on. But basically, you don't have to modify now if you're going to run the 9-ball. Like this loose in the 9-ball. I wish I had the if I found the other shell, I would test for you guys if there's any like modifications, but with it being this loose right now, I'm thinking there's not going to be any modifications. Let's see if we can drop some BBs here. Yeah, okay. Now he has 2 lengths. You guys need to make sure, and I'm pretty sure his face, you know, his website should be marked accordingly. What I'm going to try to explain to you guys. There's 2 types of channel right now currently. If you're younger, you're new to airsoft. Let's say maybe 5 years. To me, that's new. You guys, I remember I've been doing this craft for like 10 plus years, 15. I don't even know how long, but this is what you'll think is old. This is technically not old. This is actually new. Now look at the bottom. It is the easiest way to identify new. The channel is the part right here where you can put the BBs in is much higher. I personally hate these mags, the TM ones, the new ones. These jam a lot more. To me, they were just always inferior and shitty. This is probably when they changed their factories. If you look in that kind of stuff, you'll see they changed the material factories. And this is probably right around when these mags started. So I'd probably say it's been a long time, 5 years maybe, or more than that. Now, if you are old school, these are the mags you're gonna own. If you've been airsoft in a very long time, you know, more than 5 years easy, and if you're the original owner. All right, these you're gonna notice much longer. Okay, these are for me the king. Now I'd probably say most of my IPSC friends who do competition, because you'll want heavy mags for airsoft pistol competitions, run these guys. These are the kings, and I'm pretty sure no one will dispute that. These are literally the best of the best, I think, and they don't ever jam. Wonderful. But the point is, there's 2 different types of channels, and he's going to have 2 different lengths. So whatever mag you guys are using, I don't see why you would use a TM on the TAPP drum. You guys are going to want to use the 9-ball. Okay, now if you look at the 9-ball, the 9-ball is the longer shell, the longer channel. But there might be a newer version, I don't know it, because this is a 9-ball Neo mag, and this came out quite some time ago. So I don't know if the newer one maybe moved up here, but just look accordingly to your mag, whatever you want. Make sure it is lighter than the Wii mag that comes with the TAPP drum. Otherwise, I don't see a reason to do it. Once again, I'm all about making this TAPP drum light as possible. That's why I wanted, when he said he had a new design and he sent it over, I was excited. Now I have to make a choice if I want to modify this, because the problem is, and you guys won't have this. I'm going to be honest. Very few people have black town mags. I was probably the only one selling them in America at the time, and you know, I probably sold no more than 100 maybe. So if you have a black Talon, congratulations, you got one of the rarest mags in America. I don't know if you still sell them in Japan, but they kind of became problematic. So that's why I stopped selling them. I don't sell things I don't like. If I do, they're at ridiculously low prices. That's what happened. Now, the black Talon isn't a one-to-one of a TM, but the reason why I want to use it because it's ridiculously light. 73.9. 9-ball, much lighter than the Wii. The Wii I don't know where I put the shell. It's a mess in the garage again, right? It's annoying. I gotta do another garage sale and get rid of stuff. This is, I think, 114. I mean, you're knocking off 30 grams going to the black Talon. So you got this 140. This is light as hell too. And if I remember from the video, I think the Wii is in 170s to 180s. So just going from the Wii to the 9-ball is a huge difference, but from going from the 9-ball to the black Talon is going to be a huge difference. But I have to make the decision if I want to modify this, because unfortunately it's not a drop-in, okay, for the black Talons. But this isn't going to be an issue for most of you watching this video, because I honestly don't think, like I said in the beginning, most people will own the black Talon. Now it's very light sanding I don't have to do, thankfully, which is not much. You can see there's not much pressure for me to push it through, okay? That's it. It's just, so I know it's not much work. It's just, you know, do I want to do this modification here? One, that's the first question. The second question is, do I want to modify it to fit the screw? The screw, unfortunately, is really, it's just so much thicker than the stock TAM. I don't know if you guys can see the difference. Well, you should be able to see the difference. Okay. I mean, look at the difference. So for me, it's a big difference. That means this hole right here will officially be bigger, and I can't go back if I do this. And it would be threaded too, because you can see it's already trying to, you know, thread in. And the second thing is it doesn't, because you'll notice this is the black Talon bottom. You guys notice anything? It's shorter, okay, much shorter. So, you know, these are things I gotta make a decision of. Now what I can do is I could mill this down and then create just I can mill the flat part down, and then I can mill this down around the edge, just so I could actually mimic the height of it. I'd probably measure this, the height, and then just do the same thing, and I could even just switch over the gasket, okay? So these are decisions I have to make. You guys won't have to make any of the decisions. If you use the 9-ball shell, which I think most of you will be, because you can still buy these, like just go to Alpha Airsoft and you can buy just the shell by itself. I think it's, I don't think it costs that much, maybe 15, 20, 30 bucks. It could be in that region, and just buy that. You don't have to mill it anymore. You don't need any tools. Go buy this one and just put it in. Did I put it in the wrong way? No, okay, yeah. And you know, it's just, if I find a shell and if I decide to modify this for my black Talon, what I'll do is I'll have a fourth video. It's just right now this is a big decision for me, because I've already modified the 9-ball. Like it works. There's zero problems using it. You saw it in the last video. So it's, you know, it's a big decision for me right now to use the what's it called, to use the black Talon. So I just wanted to update you guys so you don't have to worry about modifying stuff anymore with the 9-ball. Just honestly do yourself a favor. If you are running the TAPP drum and with this part coming out, do yourself a favor and just go buy the 9-ball shell and buy this part and do it. It's a world's difference. Trust me when I say that. It's so much lighter. I think light is always the best, especially for like speed kind of guys. Maybe you guys don't agree, but that's just the way I feel like. I feel like light is the best for speed. I don't think anything will ever beat that. Okay, I will let you guys know if there's going to be a fourth. Actually, you'll just see the video if it comes up. other than that, short video. Big thanks to TAPP for sending this out. I'm very excited to see what I do with it. All right, it's just I got to make the decision if I want to do this. 'Cause this is a big decision. There's no going back. I don't actually know if you can. If he sells an extra adapter, then maybe I just might buy an extra adapter. That way I can just mill this and not worry about. Actually, yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Maybe that's what I'll probably do is if I'll check his website. If I can buy this part, then I wouldn't mind doing this, because just sanding underneath is not a big deal. That's not gonna be hard for me at all. Okay, and then milling this area will be just fine. Okay, this is where it sits right now. It's too tall. Okay, I've talked enough, guys. I'm sorry. I'm starting to brainstorm and think of my options. Big shout out! Don't forget, guys. Go buy my full auto blowback unit. You guys can buy it from his website, or you can buy it from me either place. But I feel like if you buy from him, you guys can buy more parts. It makes more sense. All right. I will see you guys around in the next video if I do it. All right. Take it easy, guys.